Myutant1 here, coming at you with another Duels and deck profiles, along with Charmander in the background, as always, getting ready to flamethrower me if I do anything stupid. And in today's Yu-Gi-Oh video, we're going to be doing Duels and deck profiles on this mad concoction. And for you guys who are wondering what Duels and deck profiles is, Duels and deck profiles is a segment on my channel where we talk about decks that are currently in the game, decks that are coming out in the future, or just some random mess that I've made like today. So today we're going to be looking at this mess, which is pretty much Mutant Paleozoic. Now, I dueled a deck very similar to this on my stream last night on Twitch. If you want to go check out the Twitch, the link's in the description. Going to be streaming on there once a week, and then going to be trying to do more streams here as well, but go between the two. And pretty much this deck was actually a lot of fun to duel, and as well a lot of fun to play. And I thought, seeing as it was just a lot of fun to duel and it's a lot of fun to play, why not showcase it to you guys? Because I've wanted to make a mutant list that kind of works, and I've been trying to think what would work. I've been trying the Thunder Dragons and I've not really been liking it. I've been trying like a pure variant and I've not really been liking it. But this variant of the deck I really like. So we're going to be looking at this today. Hopefully you really enjoy it, because I personally am having a lot of fun with it. And the deck is basically a control deck that relies on you going into your Swap Frog and potentially going into like your Mutants to basically gain advantage and also control the game through that means. So without further ado, guys, let's actually go ahead and get into it and show you guys the deck profile. So starting off, we play 3 Mutant M5. This is the normal summon that will add a mutant monster from your deck to your hand, and also it has the ability to tribute itself and special summon a mutant from your deck depending on what kind of card you banish. The only 2 cards we will be banishing with its effect are monsters to summon a beast and traps to summon an arsenal. Next, we play ST46. This is the one when it's summoned, it will go ahead and add a mutant spell or trap. One that you'll probably be adding majority of the time is Mutant Cry, or if your opponent has actually activated a card in that turn, you'll add Mutant Fusion, because this is technically a Shadow Fusion, which is just even better than Shadow Fusion. Next, we play 2 Arsenal, because Arsenal is actually really insane in this deck, in the fact of when your opponent activates a monster effect, you can go ahead and banish 1 card. Then you can target 1 monster on the field and banish it. So you instantly just get to banish any monster your opponent controls. Also, when it dies, you get to go ahead and add a banished spell, a mutant spell, from your banished stone to your hand, which is really nice as well, because there are times where you go ahead and make Mutant Ultimus, and then Mutant Ultimus just goes ahead and banishes your Mutant Fusions or your Mutant Field spells, or hell, you even banish them through some other means, and then you just go ahead and return them back with the arsenal. Next, we play 2 Mutant Beast, because Mutant Beast is a spell negation. Pretty much, you go ahead, this is one of the first ones you summon. You summon him, and he has the effect of when a spell is activated, you can go ahead and banish any card, and go ahead and negate and banish that spell card. This card is actually really strong in the deck, just because it goes ahead, and you go ahead and set like 4 cards, and have this on board. It's like, okay, now I get to go in and just not care. So you got like spell negation built into the deck, which is really cool. Next, onto the frogs, we obviously play the 3 Swap Frog, 2 Rodin Totem, and 2 Dupe Frog. Obviously, Swap Frog is really strong, because when you normal summon it, it just equals a totally awesome, or if you discard another water monster, in the terms of like Mutant M5, Mutant ST, or any of the other frogs, you go ahead and just make Toad really easily. This is just your basic frog engine. I'm not going to go too into detail here. We play 1 Instant Fusion, because these are psychics, so this is a free summon for your ST46 or your M05. And we play 2 Mutant Fusion, because you don't really need the 3rd, because it's really searchable in the deck, so I wouldn't really ever need the 3rd, and I feel like 2 is enough in this deck. Plus, it can only banish Fusion Summon from 1 each area, so that's a downside to the card. We also play 3 Mutant Evolution Lab, because when this card is activated, you can special summon your Mutant M5 or Mutant ST from your banish zone, and just go ahead and trigger their effects, which is really nice. And it also has the effect to place 1 mutant monster from your hand into the deck to draw a random card, which can be useful at times if you do draw the big ones. We also do play 3 Infinite Permanents, just because we want some sort of hand trap to kind of like counteract the opponent on our opponent's turn. Now, obviously, you're not always going to draw it, but this card is a trap card and will trigger your Paleozoics as well, which is really nice. We'll play 3 Dinomischus, because Dinomischus is the best Paleozoic, just because you can discard a card and banish a card on the board. We play 2 Paleozoic Morelia, because this will go ahead and send Paleozoics to the graveyard and also trigger our Paleozoics. 3 Canadia, just so we can go ahead and disrupt our opponent's plays. 2 Mutant Cry, because this is a fusion during your opponent's turn, and we play 3 Synthesis that will actually go ahead and destroy a card on my opponent's board during our opponent's turn if we use this, which is really good. 1 Mutant Expansion, because this is kind of like a little tech of mine. Like, it's a good card overall in the Mutant deck, but in this deck, it's not really necessary, but I play it for the pure fact that you can go ahead and activate and just go ahead and add an M5 or 46 from your deck to your hand, which is really nice. and even summon them to trigger their effects. And finally, we play Free Storm Judgment because Lightning Storm, negate anything I want, pretty much that sort of thing. But that's the main deck. Like, legit, the main deck is just purely built to go ahead and control the game. Like, obviously, this is a going first deck. You want to go first, so that's what I've kind of, like, built it towards. Now, for the extra deck, we play 2 Vertier Anaconda just because we can go ahead and use Mutant Fusion from the deck, which is really nice. We play 2 Me Starboy to boost any of our water monsters, say our Totally Awesomes, our Syntheses, stuff like that. 2 Area the Water Charmer, because we can go ahead and summon a water from our opponent's graveyard, which is really nice. Or, if we do have 2 mutants on the board and we want to go ahead and get Swamp Frog from our deck, we can just go ahead and summon this and then crash it into an opponent's monster and add the Swamp Frog from the deck to the hand. 1 Nightmare Unicorn, because, hey, if your opponent's playing a water deck, might as well steal their waters to make Unicorn. 1 Access Code Talker, because we do play technically 2 different attributes that we can go ahead and banish of links and then just destroy cards for free. Plus, also boosting it is pretty big, is nice. 1 Boros Sword for potential OTKs. It doesn't always come up, but it's obviously there. 2 Totally Awesome, you can only play 2. 3 Mutant Synthesis, because this card is insane, being able to protect itself from any card effects, and also from being able to destroy a card when it's fusion summoned. And then 1 Mutant Ultimus, because it's basically Mekaba that can banish from hand, field, or graveyard to go ahead and negate anything. It's pretty good. Also, when it dies, it goes ahead and adds 1 monster spell and trap from your banish zone to your hand. So, yeah, that's the deck profile. So, guys, we're actually going to go ahead and hop into some games now because this deck is a lot of fun and I want to showcase it to you lot. So, let's go ahead and hop into some games. So, game 1. Game 1, let's see what we can do with this and hopefully have a good game. What do I do with this? Oh boy, and we're up against... Oh no, we're up against Gravekeepers. Oh no! Oh. Okay, this really hurts the paleo side of my deck. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and set some cards and pass, because I can't do anything else. Yeah, that's the problem when you play control sometimes. You draw hands like this. Okay. So we really cannot out this board. I can't do anything. Mutant Labs, that does nothing here. Just end turn with 4 back row. Okay, game 1 is looking interesting, guys. But what are we up against? Well, okay, that's a Fairy Tale Luna. You know what? I don't want you to have that Fairy Tale Luna, so I'm gonna negate that Fairy Tale Luna. And then I just, you know what? Let's try and deck fin a bit. We'll go ahead and send a Canadia to grave. Seeing as I need the Dinomyscus. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, cool. We're going to go ahead and normal summon our Mutant. M5. Don't have a way to stop it. Don't have a way to stop it. Please, please. Oh, don't do it back to me, please. Okay, good. We're going to go ahead and use it to go ahead and add this. We're going to use M5 to banish the ST. What's he got? Does he have a strike or something? Even if he has a strike, to be fair, I can still play around a strike. What's he thinking about? Solemn Strike. Okay, so we got the labs anyway, so I can play around it still. So lab will go ahead and go ahead and summon back the ST. I'm going to use ST and add. It doesn't really matter why it does it. No, it does. We're going to go actually add a Mutant Lab. Because we've got the Mutant Fusion and he's activated a card, so we can use Mutant Fusion and fuse from the deck. So we're going to go make Synthesis. And we're going to go ahead and banish an Arsenal and a Mutant ST. Something like the Synthesis. And we're going to use Synthesis Effect, which is going to just go get that Necrovalley off my board now. Just get it off. I don't want it on my board. And seeing as the position we're in, we could just go ahead and use the Mutant Cry, shuffle these 2 in the deck, summon another Synthesis, but I feel like keeping the Synthesis for next turn is a better option. So we'll go ahead and do that instead. So we're just going to go ahead and attack, and then we'll pass. Oh, does he have a Mirror Force? I mean, I can stop it from being affected by trap cards, so even if he does have a Mirror Force, I'm still in a good position. Let's see. Let's also get a drink. Come on. What you got for me? I'm worried. Okay, so he's got nothing. So we just go ahead and pass there. Now that I've dealt with the Necro Valley, I can also go into the Paleo stuff, which is really nice. You know? You know? You just know. You just know. You just know. Summon out my Candina. Summon out another Synthesis. Shuffling away the M5 and the Arsenal. Summon out another Synthesis. Trigger Synthesis and kill the new Necro Valley. I don't want to deal with Necro Valley. Leave me alone. And then we just attack. You know what? We're going to make Toad and then we're going to attack for game. So we're going to normal summon Swap Frog. Swap Frog will trigger. We'll go ahead and send to Graveyard a Ronin. We'll then go ahead and overlay into a Toad. Like so. We're then going to go ahead and activate Lab. We're just going to summon back the ST. Yes, I would like to summon back my ST. ST will trigger where we're going to get a trap. We'll go ahead and add expansion because we're just going to banish it anyway. We'll then go ahead and use ST and banish the trap. We're summoning Arsenal. Then we go Battle Phase. Now, if he has something to stop all these attacks, I'm gonna be sad. You know, when they say Mirror Force, you think Mirror Force. Is this an effect? It's a when effect. So we're gonna go ahead and Toad this. And I'm gonna take his Mirror Force. Like, this is some control deck. Oh. Fam. Chill. Chill. Come on, man. Chill. I would like to steal his Mirror Force. I would like to steal this man's Mirror Force. Toad will trigger. We'll go ahead and add the Swap Frog back to hand. We'll attack for 2/6 because I can't attack with anything else. And he survives the turn. We're going to go ahead and use Labs as well to put Arsenal back in deck. And we draw a Labs. It's good for next... Well, actually, no, it's not even good for next turn. But what I can do now is actually use Mutant Fusion. Mutant Fusion will allow me to... Oh, man just bribe me! How rude. Oh, but now we just make Toad again. Come on, Toad. Come on, Toad. Let's go ahead and make the Toad. So we go ahead and send Swap. Dupe. And then we're going to use Ronin, which will banish the Swap Frog. Summon back the Ronin. And then we go ahead and make another Toad. And then we will pass. Like, this game's start was, like, really slow, and I see why. We're playing up against a deck that just likes to set trap cards as well. That's how, like, these kind of things work, but, like, I'm enjoying it, man. So, we go ahead and summon our Dupe Frog. He's gonna most likely... I would assume he would surrender here. Because, like, I've got the Synthesis, and even if he has a Mirror Force, I can just go ahead and attack with Synthesis. But it's just, like, at the same time... Alright, so we go ahead and use the Totally Awesome again. Totally Awesome will summon out the Swap Frog. Swap Frog can't... Oh, it can send... Oh, yeah, we got a Ronin in deck. We got a Ronin. So we're going to go ahead and send the Ronin from deck to grave. And then we're just going to go ahead and use both the Ronins. Summon Ronin number 1. Go ahead and use those to go into... He doesn't have any monsters in grave. Like, this is his first monster. I feel like I'm up against a stall deck or some kind. So you know what? We're just going to play around it and go straight into Access Code Talker. So we go ahead and make this. We're going to then use the Ronin again. Go ahead and banish the Swap Frog. Summon this out. Then we're going to go ahead and use the Ronin. Summon out the Ronin. Summon the Ronin. Then we're going to go ahead and summon... out a Nightmare... No, we're not going to summon out Nightmare Unicorn. I want both of my cards. So we're just going to go straight into an Access Code Talker. Summon that there. Access Effect. Goes and targets the Charmer there. Gains 4k. We use Access Code Talker. Banish the Charmer. Destroy this. Is it a Marshmallow? Oh. I knew it was stun! And we go ahead and attack for game. With our Synthesis. Oh, game 1. I liked that game. That was fun. That was fun. Like, this is why I enjoyed this kind of game. Okay, so that was game 1, guys. Let's go ahead and go on to the next. Alright, game 2. Let's see what we can do. We do win the dice roll again. And, okay, we've opened primarily a Mutant hand here. but that's not necessarily a bad thing. So we're going to start off, obviously, with the Mutant Arsenal. Sorry, the Mutant ST. And the ST is going to go ahead and add us a Mutant Cry to hand, because that will allow us to pop a card on our opponent's turn. We will then go ahead and use this, and now here's the decision that I have to make. I can either get rid of the Solemn Judgment, or I can get rid of the Morella. That will stop me from going into more paleo plays. Now, I think the correct thing to do here is to get rid of the Solemn Judgment, just because I can get a search, I have a monster, I have a banish, and I can get a destruction on my opponent's turn anyway, and I want to be able to make a toad on my opponent's following turn. So I could have gotten rid of the expansion, but that stops me from getting more consistency. I could get rid of the Cry, but that also stops me from getting certain cards. So I feel like this, in the long run, is the better play. So we go ahead and go into this. At the start of his turn, I'll let him play. So we'll see what he's got. This is what happens when you discard the judgment. This is punishment. Yeah. 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 This is punishment. Yeah. I'm not happy. I'm really not happy about this. I want to flip my desk. Okay, I guess I just let the Mutant Cry die, right? Yeah. So we'll go ahead and send any Paleozoic to the graveyard. It doesn't really matter. It's in the Canada. Then we go ahead and get the Mutant, and we special summon it. His effect will trigger. And we'll go ahead and grab ST. You don't know how annoyed I am right now? I've just been hit with a Harpy's Feather Duster after discarding a Judgment. That feels like crap. Ugh. Okay. Well, I guess we see what our opponent has. He sets one card. Sure. You can have your one set. You summon a mekk-knight. I'm going to banish it with Arsenal. Cool. You just made a mistake. I'll go ahead and use this, banish this, banish this. Cool. You now don't get your search. I'm really annoyed. I am actually so annoyed. I just got Harpy's Feather Dusted. Like, come on. Come on, man. That's not fair. It's just not fair, man. Oh, I feel so bad. He's got the Gearsu now. For God's sake. God's sake. This could go ahead and add in any World Legacy. What am I up against? What, mekk-knight? What, mekk-knight? Oh, of course, so he had nothing else. That's good for me, I guess. I'll take that. Swamp Frog. Swamp Frog effect. Send Ronin. Swamp Frog effect. I hear no complaints. Normal summon Swamp Frog. Swamp Frog effect. Yeah, this is good draws. Good draws. Good draws. Good draws. Good draws. Good comeback cards, right? Am I right, guys? Good comeback cards. I can come back with a Toad. I can come back with a Toad, definitely. Well, we obviously make the Toad. Then we just go Battle Phase. Attack. And then we'll attack with the Toad. Like, I'm actually, you know what, after discarding, ooh. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. I'm gonna kill it anyway. Because I can also use this, which is nice. What do I want to make? I can make a synthesis, which isn't bad. Summons a blue sky. Okay. I will replay the attack and kill the blue sky. Oh, I was attacking with this? That was incorrect. Why did I do that? I was thinking I was attacking with Arsenal. And having the blue sky, though, that's pretty bad for me. I definitely want to use the mekk-knight. I definitely want to use the fusion to kill this. So we're going to make a synthesis, and we're going to banish from the deck a beast. And then from the graveyard, we'll go ahead and banish an ST. And we'll summon the synthesis. Synthesis will trigger, and we'll go ahead and destroy this. We'll then end turn. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Standby phase, we get to go use Toad. So we'll go ahead and detach the Ronin. And we'll summon out a dupe. Like, right now, I don't feel threatened. Up most, I feel like the worst possible thing that can happen to me is, like, getting kaiju'd. But even then, it's just like, I don't really care. Like, I can go ahead and use Mutant Arsenal to just banish whatever I want. He's got the mekk-knight, which is it's a bit annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not an issue. Like, I don't care if he sends anything to grave here, so I'm probably just gonna go ahead and use the Arsenal. And I'll go ahead and banish... Like, I could banish itself, which isn't a bad idea, to be honest, because I've not got no banish spells anyway. Or I could banish the synthesis, but banishing itself is the correct move, I believe. So we'll go ahead and banish itself, and we'll go ahead and banish this. Because, like, he's going to get to send something to grave anyway. I don't really care what he sends to grave. Oh, he didn't use the on-summon send? Oh. Oh. My bad. So he's going to send that to graveyard now. He's going to banish this. I don't mind this. I guess I can Toad this. But I think I'd rather wait. So I'll wait. Because I can just go ahead and Toad, effect, negate whatever he summons anyway. So it's not like I have to Toad here. And also, if he wants to attack me, he has to attack the Dupe Frog. So it's not the end of the world. Yeah, it's just like, I don't really need to worry. I really don't. So he goes ahead and adds this one. This is the one that can negate traps. Okay. So he goes ahead and activates Key. Key is going to get to target one. I'm fine with that. Because, like, he just goes ahead and summons the purple, but then I negate the purple and steal the purple. It's fine. Like, it's really interesting where this is going. Because, like, he could really just do whatever he wants right now. Like, if he enters battle phase, he has to check the dupe. That gets me a Swap Frog. And then if he attempts to use the Knight, I just go ahead and dupe. Totally awesome. And then I steal the Nightfall, giving me a bigger monster to attack with. Which is really good. So yeah, he enters the battle phase. He now has to attack the Dupe Frog. And the Dupe Frog will give me a Swap Frog. And that'll just give me another Toad on my next turn. So we'll go ahead and Toad effect, the Dupe effect. Like how I don't even have to negate the Nightfall now, which is fitting as well. Because I can just go ahead and let the Nightfall resolve. He can go ahead and search, but then he can't summon anything. Which is a good thing for me as well. So it goes to main phase 2. Okay. Question is, what does he have? Because, like, he's got 2 World Legacy tokens. He's got the Nightfall. He's got this that can negate traps. And he's got 3 cards in hand. He's Link Summoning. And he summons an Ib. So if this card is linked summoned... If this card is synced to graveyard as a link material. Okay. So he gets to go ahead and use this. This is probably why I'm going to want to negate here. Just for the fact that I can stop him from going ahead and going off. So we'll go ahead and use this. And I think sending the Swap Frog to the graveyard is actually a good option. No, actually, I don't have any dupes left in deck. So yeah, sending the Toad is correct. So go ahead and negate that. And then we can trigger the the Totally Awesome. And the Totally Awesome will just go ahead and put the ST in hand, I think, actually. Because if I draw another Aqua Monster, a Water Monster, then I can just go ahead and summon the Swap Frog and the ST, which is really good. And in fact, do I have that engraved? Do I have that banished? I do, so I can go ahead and summon the Toad and that this turn if I really want to. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and actually normal summon the ST here. ST is going to trigger. And we're going to go grab the field spell. So we grab the field spell. We're then going to go ahead and use the field spell, which is going to go ahead and summon Mutant M5. I'd like to special summon the M5 that's banished. And then we're going to use M5's effect. And we're going to go ahead and add to hand a Mutant ST. So now we can go ahead and make the Toad. And we're also going to, now we're going to go ahead and use the M5 to banish the token that he's given us, using his resources he gave me as materials. And we're going to summon a Beast. So this has kind of like cleared up the zones a bit. Now we're going to go ahead and use the Swap Frog to discard this, and we're going to go ahead and special summon the Swap Frog. We'll trigger Swap Frog's effect, which is going to go ahead and send the last Ronin and Toad in deck to grave. Yeah. Then we're going to go ahead and use the Ronin Toad in the grave, and we're going to banish the Dupe Frog. Summon out the Ronin. And from there, we're going to make a Toad. Oh no. Well, it happens. I'm not gonna lie, that happens. That really hurts. That actually really hurts. Wow. Good thing I have a judgment. Good thing I have the judgment still. Good thing I didn't banish it this time. I think I can still summon both Ronins back, though. Yeah, I can summon both Ronins and make a Toad still, so it's fine. I get a huge-ass token as well, which is really good for me. And his Nibiru can't be over it. So now we just go ahead and summon both the Ronins back. Like, we run out of our frog resources, but it's fine. Like, good thing Ronin isn't a hard once per turn, am I right? So we'll go ahead and summon these two. Does he have something else? Like, that Nibiru did kind of hurt, but it's, like, fine. So we go ahead and summon the Toad. Then we go ahead and set the Judgment, and we just pass. Like, I feel like I'm in a confident position here. So we go ahead and in the standby phase, we use the Toad. Toad's going to banish a Ronin. And we're going to go ahead and summon a Dupe so he can only attack the Dupe. Pretty good board. Pretty good board. I'm not going to lie. We've kind of made a pretty stable board here. Like, he's got the Nibiru, sure. An Orcus card. Okay. Sure. Am I going to see a Galatea? Because I'm going to... Well, I won't. Yeah, I will... do I want to strike? Do I want to Judgment a Galatea? No. I don't want to do it. Because, like, if I do, then he can just Symbol Skeleton it back, which then it just means it's pointless. Well, he couldn't, but it's the fact that he could get... That's something I want to not allow. No. That card is not being summoned because that card can send anything he wants to the graveyard. Not happening. And guess what? We banished one, we drew another one, and when we didn't banish it, it came through. Robert, don't make misplays like banishing the Judgment and getting Harpy's Feather Dusted again. Right, so he sets one, and that should be game for me, I think. I think I win now. Because, like, all I gotta do is switch these to attack, and then attack for game. So I'll just switch this to attack, go into battle phase, attack with a Nib token. What's he doing? I'm gonna negate that. That's not resolving. that's straight up not resolving. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry, no. Just no. It's not happening. Man had a second one. Man got me. I mean, I get some of the Paleozoic at least. I mean, I don't think that saves him though. Because I attacked with the nib token, right? So summons this back. I just attack with the nib token still. Oh no, because he gets to summon 2. Okay. So replay attack. Attack this. So he survives a turn pretty much. Bit annoying. Bit annoying, but I can play around. So that dies. He takes 15. I go ahead and attack this. Oh, I know he's dead. Wait, no, he's not. He's on 2. He's on 1. Man survived on 100 life points. Okay. Okay, dude. This guy survives on 100 life points. I have no way to deal him 100 life points, I'm pretty sure. But you know what? We can make a second totem as well. No, we can't, because the set other toads in the grave. But what I can do is, what's in his grave? So he's got that. I could just go ahead and... Seeing as these activate cards, I can go ahead and do this and make the Ultimus, I'm pretty sure. What's in my graveyard? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make Ultimus. I can make Ultimus. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. So, like... He loses, right? Yeah, like, I've got an Ultimus on board. I've got Toad. I've got a big ass Nibiru token. I've got a pointless Canadia, but it doesn't mean anything. I don't see a situation where I lose here. Yeah. Like, show me what you got, man. If you got something to survive on 100 life points, now is the time to do it. A move man is not going to help you. Like, you can attack my Canadia. That's all you can do. Okay, you can attack my Toad too. Yeah, I don't care. I'm just gonna Toad and put the Toad back. Like, I can make another one. It's fine. Like, I'm fine with this. Like, this is fine. What did he target? Like, he's got no comebacks if I negate this, right? Negate. Why did I negate that? Move, man. Why did I negate that? I mean, I guess it forces the move, man. But, like, it doesn't really stop, right? Like, I don't see him coming back after this either. Like, if he can somehow come back with 100 life points, where I have an Ultimus on board, a 4K token, and a Canadia, I'll be impressed, man. I'll be really impressed. Like, I won't even be... So this is going to obviously send the Ultimus to grave. He's still got the move man and attack, though. Like... It's fine. I don't see it. I don't see him coming back. I really don't. I just can't see him coming back from this. It's my turn. Yeah, and he loses because I just attacked with the Nibiru. Like, GG. But, like, seriously, that was a fun game, and that was a game that I'm going to probably have to edit down a bit, but... Guys, that was game 2. Wow. Let's actually go on to the last game, though, because that was good. That was a good game. Actually, you know what? You know what? That will be the last game of this video. You know why? Because this is a 20-minute game, and I feel this was a really good game, and I feel like this is good enough game to show what this deck can do when it's really in the grind game, when it's really playing to the fullest of its capabilities, and... I really think this was a good game. And guys, this is going to be the video though. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on the Paleozoic mutant deck profile. This is something that I didn't create myself. I know I normally upload stuff that I create myself, but this is something that I thought was really cool and really wanted to show you guys, and this video right here showed everything I wanted to show in this video, guys. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go check out the Twitch. I'm going to be streaming on there once a week, probably on Mondays, and then every other time I stream will be on YouTube. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this, and I will see you guys in the next one though. Robotbat1 signing out. This deck was a lot of fun.